To discuss oil prices, the new high and its implications for Nigeria, I'm now being joined on the news at 10 by the CEO of Shoreline Natural Resources, Dr. Ladi Bada. Thank you so much for joining us on the news at 10.
Thank you very much.
And already you hear people say this is good news for us in terms of our budget and in terms of, the prices, the economy. What do you think?
I think it's good news for the oil companies, but brilliant news for the country. I mean, obviously, we've had a difficult, say, 2-3 years with lower prices and also with output cuts from militancy and other things that's broken the production. But I think now that production is stable, we're almost doing 1.7, 1.8 million barrels now in a stable manner, and oil price is moving 55 and upwards, and I think it's brilliant for the country.
Well, this doesn't just happen. Of course, there's always the politics of oil pricing. You've talked about us leveraging on that output cut from OPEC. How can we leverage on that now that it is where it is? This is not the first time that, we'd have this sort of jump or so. Well,
we still have quite a bit of headroom in terms of the output cuts. As you know, the output cut from OPEC is 1.2 million barrels, and it's up till March 2018. Out of that 1.2 million barrels, my understanding is that we've covered about 550,000. That's between Nigeria and Libya. And Nigeria still has quite a bit of way in which I think OPEC will still allow Nigeria to at least continue to produce extra, maybe into 1.8, 1.9. So there's still room for growth. And for the nation itself, that's additional income that's coming from increased production also.
Remember, the critics always talk about the fact that we did get to over 100 at some point. What did we do with it? And here we are again, bringing this sense of hope. In terms of investment outlook, what should we be doing right now that is going in our favor, if we can put it that way?
I think we've all been whipped into shape. Both oil companies and the country have all been whipped into shape. We were spot rotting by $100 oil. And I think at this moment in time, all of us now are a whole lot more prudent. As I said, both the producers and also the country itself. So all of us now have been able to manage much leaner resources and be able to cut our costs. The Minister of Petroleum especially, along with NNPC in recent past, especially within the last few weeks, have called both the IOCs and the indigenous companies into meetings to try and find ways to reduce costs. We believe by reducing costs and reducing contracting cycle, even with the production that we have more income coming through. But in terms of the outlook for the country itself, there's been a lot of fantastic things that Nigeria is now doing based on the fact that we see lower prices. One of them, obviously, is alternative funding. As you know, funding has been probably beyond the production costs for militancy. Funding has been the biggest problem in the upstream oil and gas business. And now with alternative funding in place, we also have some companies doing vendor financing with the likes of major international service companies like Schlumberger, GE. I think there's a lot of opportunities for next year.
In terms of it being sustainable, to those who think, is this flash in the pan, what's your prediction for the rest of the year? Do you see this continuing?
Well, I don't see it continue possibly beyond 60. But even right now, I'll tell you what, at 50, 55, most people are happy. When you have seen 30 and you have 50, you will be happy. But what we generally feel is that if you check globally, there's strong demand globally. You see that economies are in the likes of the US, in Asia, and also in the European Union. They're quite robust right now, and their growth trajectory right now within the next 12 months seems to be good. So just simply based on demand, we expect to have oil prices to at least remain stable. Supply might be a bit shaky, but we expect demand to be strong. And with good demand, we expect prices to remain at least around this kind of figures.
All right, CEO Shoreline Natural Resources, Dr. Ladi Bada, thank you for joining us on the news at 10 tonight.